Okay, so now imagine that I'm asking you to solve for something that has some sort of distributive property. Let's take a look at that. These are just a little more complicated than what we're normally used to. So imagine I have a weird looking equation that looks like this. Well, we have distribution that we have to do first before we actually can solve our problem. So here's how we do this. The first thing that you do is you have to look for anything that has some sort of distribution that has to be done. So if you think about it, this 5 has to hit this and this inside our bracket. So normally you'd go and multiply it through. So 5 times 3x is going to be 15x. And then we have 5 times 2, which gives us plus 10. So that's equal to negative 20. So now, just like before, we follow the rules that we were looking at before. We need to move all the numbers to the right side. And then all the variables to the left. So now we have, well, let's look at this. So on the left side, 15x is already in its right spot. So I'm going to cross that off and then put 15x down here. Now that I've done that, I have only 10, positive 10, and minus 20 to work with to put on the right side because there's no more x's to deal with. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to take our minus 20, since it's already in its appropriate spot, and put it down. So we have minus 20. And then what we have to do, after I cross it off to make sure that I know that I've got it, is I look at the positive 10. There's a positive 10 here, and we need to move it over to the right side. So remember, if it's positive and we move it over to the other side, remember, if I change the side, we change the signs. So in this case, instead of having positive 10, we have negative 10. So now we just go and look on the left side. Is there anything to collect? So remember, first rule, second rule, collect the like terms. So on the right side, 15x is by itself, nothing to do. But if you notice on this right side, we have minus 20 minus 10, which gives us the following answer. Minus 20 minus 10 is negative 30. And we still have our 15x on the right side here. The last stage of our problem is we need to go and divide out the number on the variable. So imagine, so we're going to divide out, well, 15. And we end up with a final answer of x is equal to negative 2. And we're done. So take a few minutes and do some of the problems that you see. You can do about anywhere from 2 to 4 questions. Good luck.